Good morning. Today we're going to work on this card, and it is from Christmastime is Here Sweet. And the colors in it are Mossy Meadow, Cherry Cobbler, there's no Poppy Parade in this one, but I think Poppy Parade is part of the colors, and Early Espresso and Gold. So let's get started on this card. Get this out of the way. I'll put this over here. Okay, I've got everything cut out and prepared. I want to show you this really quickly. You'll be able to order this starting November the 1st. There's the Christmas Rose Bundle, which are the two stamp sets that come in this suite. This one is the red rubber, and then this one is the photopolymer stamps. So, and then there's the set of dies that you'll be able to get, and they look like this. This cuts out the rose right here, and it will also cut out on the paper, the DSP, it will cut out a rose on, it will cut out this rose from the DSP. So that's really nice. Anyway, let's get started. I'll get all my pieces to show you. I want to remind you that there's a 24-hour stamp sale starting, well, it's tomorrow, and it's for 24 hours. And there's several stamps on sale. If this is, there's 2.5 pages of stamps on sale. I want to remind you I have a host code. If you order between $50 and $149.99 in my online store and use the host code, we'll share in the host rewards. If you order $150 or more, don't use the host code because you will earn your own host rewards. If you want a copy of this, you can go to my website, elainescustomcards.net, and this should be here, and you'll save 15% on these specific stamps. And that's tomorrow, and it's one day only, 24 hours. Okay. The card base that I'm using is 8.5 or 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5, Whisper White. And then I took a piece of the Cherry Cobbler, and it is 5 1/4 by 4, and I embossed it with the subtle embossing folder. Then I took a piece of my gold foil, and it is 3 3/4 by 3.5, and I cut the center out with these stitched, I don't know what you call this. There's the stitched framelets, and I was going to put this behind it, but I didn't like the way it looked. It was a little too big, I thought. So I just cut this out and used the I just cut it, I believe. No, that's what I used, was this shape right here to cut this out. And the sentiment comes from the stamp set. May this Christmas fill your heart with warmth and love. On the inside, I just stamped the Merry Christmas, and I embossed this with gold embossing powder, and I used the, let's see, Versamark with gold embossing powder. And then for the edges, I was going to use gold embossing powder, but it didn't work really well. So I had a gold, oh, here it is. I picked this up at Michael's, I think, and it's just an 18 karat gold leafing pen. And I just went around this with this pen to get my gold edge. The early espresso is 3 5/8 by 3 3/8, I believe. 3 5/8, yes, by 3 3/8, and I just adhered these together like so. Let's do that really quickly. Trying to get back into the swing of things. I took a week off and went and visited my new great-grandson. And was gone for a week. He's growing like they usually do. He's 7 weeks old now. Of course all babies are cute, but you know how it is. You get kind of partial to your own. His name is Ben. And then I cut this out of the DSP. There's just all flowers on it. Let's get some of it out here. It's really beautiful DSP. I used this DSP right here. I used one of these flowers. And this piece is 3 1/2 by 3 1/4. And I just adhered it to the front of this. Just like so. And then I adhered this way so that the longer part of the DSP, the longer edge, goes along the top, and then like that. I try to keep my cards pretty but fairly simple. This one doesn't have a whole lot of stamping. It's mostly just cardstock and DSP. Okay, then I took my piece of the ribbon, and this is part of the suite. It's the gold ribbon shimmer. It's very pretty. It's 1/4 inch wide. And I tied it a bow. I always tie it around something and then cut where I want it. And then I put a glue dot back here. These are glue dots from my paper pumpkin kits. I always have lots left over. And they're nice glue dots. They're pretty sticky. And then I just kind of put it over to this, centered it up and down, and then just kind of put it where I thought it would, I could put the label or the sentiment. And then I just used tape on the back to tape it in place. Just like so. I think there's something sticky, and I don't know what it is. I just taped both ends to the back. If you want me to sometime show you how I tie these ribbons, leave me a comment and I'll do a video on how I do the ribbon. And then I took my sentiment that I've already stamped and embossed, and put the gold leafing around the edge. and put it on dimensionals. Like so. Just centered it on this ribbon off to one side. Just like so. And then I put dimensionals on the back of this, and you can use your edges. A lot of times I like using my edges when I've got something this big that I'm putting up on, raising up. So I'll just use the strips, the edges here. I've been enjoying working with this paper, this set. It's very beautiful. I don't like my corners sagging down, so I've got a few here. I should have enough. Put one in the middle. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to adhere this to the front of the card. We're almost done with this card. Like I said, it doesn't take a whole lot of time, and you end up with a really beautiful card. I have another one. I'll do another video on my other card that I have. I made with this paper. I'll probably do a few cards and try and give you some ideas. I've been asked by several people if they can case my cards, and you're more than welcome to case any of them you like. And I'm just happy that you like them enough to case them. Okay, now the inside, I stamped it and then embossed it with gold. I used the Versamark, and then I used the gold leafing pen around the edges, and then I took a piece of the early espresso, and it is, let's see, 3 5/8 by 3 1/4 to go along the bottom, and this whisper white piece is, let's see, 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And this little piece, I used a piece that was about 2.5 inches by 1.5 inches. And the base is thick whisper white. And then I just took a little strip of the DSP that's 3.5 by 5/8. And then I just glued this here. Like so. I centered it on there. Tried to make all the edges even. Doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes I think it does, but it doesn't. I just did that. And then I adhered this piece to the very bottom of this piece, like so. Now, if you want a bit of the gold to show, you can raise it up a little bit and let that little bit of gold show. That looks kind of pretty. And then I just adhered this piece to the inside of my card. the center, and then you're done. And that's your card. Didn't take very long. Very pretty. And the card that I'm going to do next, I won't have time today, but in the next video is going to be this card. Using the same suite of paper, just a different piece of the paper. And, oh, I forgot. I put some gold glitter enamel dots that came in this set. So we better get those on there. These are also part of the suite. So I put a small one right here. And then I took the next, let's see, I think I took one of these. There's 4 different sizes. I didn't use the largest on this card. Just put one right there. And then the next one down. Put right there. There. Now our card's done. So hey, this is your card for today. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, you can go to my website. This is perfect time. You can order this suite of products early if you become a demonstrator. And the entire suite is, well, I don't see. There's also a, oh, it's $112.50 retail. But if you're a demonstrator, you get 20% off of that. And you can order this as part of your kit. And there's also a bracelet that's in the suite. I didn't order that, but that's something you can either order it the suite or you can order individually. So if you have any questions, please send me an email to elainescustomcards@gmail.com. The new trimmer is out also, and as a demonstrator we could order it early, so that's something else you could do if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator. You can get this trimmer early. It's only $25, and then you can buy extra cutting blades also. So if you have any questions at all, please email me and I will give you all the information you need to order. If you just want to become a customer, just go to my website and you can order, starting November 1st, you can order this suite. I'm not sure when the trimmer will be available for customers, but demonstrators can order them early. You have a blessed day, and thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and comment. Have a blessed day.